YouTube, what's going on? I know I did a video on that Big U situation and the RICO that ended up happening to a lot of the co-hosts on the No Jumper show, and Big U and Loose Cannon and Brick Baby and everything. But on the new No Jumper show, on the Adam and Wax show, they had the snitch or the Rat Avengers, however you want to call it. They had DJ Vlad. They had Trap Lord Ross. I think that's his name. They had Adam 22. They had DJ Academics. They had Remo that be on No Jumper. All they do is talk about people business. And they had the Big Paru, I think is an informant, Whack 100 on the show. And why are they still talking about this situation? Like, why is a so-called Paru gangster supposedly still on the internet talking about Big U situation? And it's like everything that was in the indictment, everything, he's filling in the blanks. Like I asked myself the other day, like, how is this okay? How nobody ain't really saying nothing about this? How these guys, I don't care if they ex-street gang members or whatever, how is that okay to get on these talk shows and talk about open cases? Man, I remember that happened one time with Brick Baby with Whack 100, and he walked off the show. And I'm like, man, I don't see Big U talking about none of this stuff. He was never on none of these shows talking about open cases, talking about this and that. I never seen him on any of these shows doing that. You know, Big U, he would do his little pull-up podcast. He was doing more things in the industry. Like, he was about his money, all that street stuff. He was leaving that in the streets. And I never understood how these dudes get on these shows and talk about all this street activity and they think that's gangster. Are you trying to get some views? Like it's kind of crazy if you see a person sit on these shows and talk. When I be looking sometimes, I be like, these guys really talking about stuff they was doing in the streets. Like, I can understand if you did something back in your day and you done did your time, you done been convicted for it. Now you get on the show and start talking about it. But these dudes talking about crimes we don't know about. I don't think nobody knows about. Police don't know about. And y'all giving them all the information they need. And if it was crimes or laws being broken that they had a little bit of the evidence, a lot of these guys on these shows filling in the blank. Especially Whack 100, man. To me, man, he's like a big old snitch, man. I don't see how nobody will go talk to this dude, have a conversation with this dude. These dudes record conversations all day. And for these dudes to be so gangster, I thought it was laws and rules and codes dudes stuck by. But then you get all these, man, if I'm a big Paru gangster, like a guy say he is, I'm not getting on these shows with all these dudes that talk about, all these dudes are squares. Why are you hopping on these shows with all these squares talking about business and you still got Big U name in your mouth? Why are you steady talking about this dude, dog? Why you steady got Brick Baby name in your mouth? Now why all of a sudden you beefing with Loose Cannon? I got a play. I'm going to tell you what the play was. I'm going to tell you what the play is. This dude is a snake, and that's why he put all these Crips around him. I'm going to tell you the play. Whack 100, you see he deal with none but Crips. Why he deal with these Crips? Because what he's really trying to do, and these dudes ain't smart enough to figure it out, that he really trying to send y'all to jail. Dog, just pay attention, bro. Look at all the Crips, dog. Look at all these Crips. Look at all the Crips in jail around him. It's no bloods going to jail. This dude right here in the middle of the situation getting all these Crips, he just constantly talked about Big U. He been talking about Big U for years. It just constantly. Like, why are you talking? It's like me and you got a problem. Why you steady getting on the podcast bringing me up? Are you trying to get me sent to jail? And I remember Brick Baby said that. I was in full agreement with him. Like, why are you steady bringing up these people names? Like, why are you bringing up names? Like, why are you mentioning me if I'm not mentioning you? It's like you basically telling the police, Police, come get this person. Come get Big U. Come get Brick Baby. Like, come get these guys. Like, why are you constantly bringing up guys' cases? Like they're having open cases. Like, why are you bringing up these guys' cases? Like, how gangsters there? I look at that sometimes and I just be like, is dudes really in a situation where they can call themselves a gangster after acting how these dudes act? Like, I don't see nothing about any of these situations that would make me look at these guys and say, oh, these guys are living by the street code. These guys is a real true definition of a guy that did their thing and keep their mouth shut. People like that I look at as like Jay Prince, Big U, dudes that ain't out here running their mouth talking about people business. And I just don't get how a person can think that's okay. And nobody say nothing about it, and these people keep going to talk to these guys. I just don't get that. Why is his mouth so big? Like, he want all the attention. He want everybody to be talking about him. Oh, man, you Google my name, you can't even bring up nothing without whack 100, man, because you a big snitch. And you talk about everybody's business. And if you do that, that ain't, people ain't talking about you. People ain't mentioning you in any kind of positive way. But they got on this show, man, when all these guys that talk about I think the only person they were missing on the show was 1090 Jake. They should have had 1090 Jake come through too, because he talk about everybody's business, bring up all this snitch paperwork. And I don't get it. That's just the content now. Like, these dudes talking about all this street activity, like this stuff is cool. And I thought most of these dudes come from the street. And I seen a guy 600 that used to be with he done been called out so many times. Like, Brick Baby even asked him, like, why are you 600? Who is Big 600? Where you get your name from? He couldn't answer it. Then he act like a real police. He's on a video talking about Brick going to jail, loose cannon, such and such got another charge, and Big U never get out of jail. And he laughing on the thumbnail of the video. Like when the gangsters ever wanted they ops or whatever to go to jail? Like, this is a new world we living in, and I just don't get it. But for these guys, for Whack 100 to even call himself a certain kind of gangster or whatever you want to call himself, to be sitting on the show with a bunch of these guys that's all squares and that talk about everybody's business. DJ Academic was one of the beginning people who talked about Chicago, everybody business, putting everybody information out there, which he helped it blew up, but still talking about these guys. These dudes are so in love with this street allure. They gotta mention it and talk about it all day. You got DJ Vlad that built his whole podcast out interviewing people, talking about their situations. You got Trap Lord Ross. He from another place, and he talks about he breaks down videos detail about this person doing this person doing this. And then you got Adam 22 that he likes black guys, like gangster black guys around him. I don't know if he got a fetish about that, but and then you got Whack 100. He fit in the mix. All he do is sit on Clubhouse and talk about people business all day. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that's gangster. And I'm getting to the point, man, where I'm like, I can't even watch this no more. All you doing is talk about, you have a, Big U has an open case. Brick Baby has an open case. Why are you hopping on this Adam 22 show, No Jumper, and still talking about this dude, dog? Talking about he's on there talking about how they found the dude DNA on a Big U fingernail. That's a lie. They said that's inconclusive. You know what I'm saying? They said that's a lie. Like, but he's saying it like, oh, it happened. This is what happened. He's talking to the person, parents. You know, like, why everybody feel comfortable about calling you when something is going wrong? Like, some police type of activity going on, they call you. Like, you gotta be the police. Ain't nobody, why people first, like, let me call Whack. I got some police information. Let me call Whack 100, because I know he'll put it out. And then he does the same thing. He plays like he don't know what's going on. Then he'll pop up in the room, and then he'll be like, what y'all talking about? And then give it, when the whole time he didn't put the whole information out here. Because he'll say they'll call him. So if they called you on the information, how did your clubhouse room got the information without you sending the information? So you act like you don't know when you done sent the people the information. Like, where's you getting all this information from, man? You got to be the police. But I don't get it, man. And this is the kind of media they making right now on YouTube. The snitch, what you gonna call them, the snitch or the Rat Avengers? These dudes are all teamed up and talked about Big U the whole beginning of the show. Talking about this dude. This dude got an open case. They talking about an open case. I don't get it. I don't understand it, man. But, man, tell me what y'all feel about that, man. Tell me if y'all feel like come up with a better name. What's all them together? What they name should be? The Rat Avengers, the Snitch Coalition. Come up with a name, man. But, man, I'm out, man. I'm about to go to work, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my video.